This is just an example, guys, that we still are using both sets of ramps off the top deck, even with the new beaver tail system. You cannot use one set of ramps off the deck, you must use two. So this is the new RZR Pro XP coming off the top ramp. This is the 2020 RZR Pro XP, the two-seater model. As you can see, this is how it's going to be shipped from the factory. We're going to have the compression on the front and the rear shocks of this thing. So to start this thing, the biggest, you cannot start this when you're in neutral, or you cannot start it when it's in drive. It has to be in park to be started. So the biggest thing, the highest point in this thing we're worried about is the top of the roll cage above the passenger seat. That is where we're most concerned about hitting any end decking. So this is just an overview of what the machine is going to look like when it comes out of your trailer. All right, now as you can see here, guys, with the beaver tail down on the trailer and you got a machine on the tail, this is also the new RZR Pro XP on the bottom. You will not be able to get this off without adjusting the deck to put it away. So at this point, we have to reset the decking up and fold up the back boards to get the bottom unit off. As you can see here by Paul, he's doing is he's adjusting the decking to put it back up into place so it can be folded up. There's 3 load bars that have to be removed before this thing has to be folded up. Before you put the boards up, you must remove the shackle bar at the tail first, so you have easier access to folding up the boards on the side of the trailer. If you leave the shackle bar in, it makes it very difficult to lock the boards into place in the upper pin, as seen here. Once both sides are secure, now you remove the remaining load bars. As you can see, he's using his glove there to position on top of the machine to keep it so he can make it easily removed. That's a nice little tip there to be able, so you don't have to worry about it hitting the machine as you're taking it off. Now to get the machine out the bottom, you're going to have to put the back 2 sections of boards up. Otherwise, you will not be able to get the bottom one off, because you have to cut the straps on the back of the machine to get it to clear coming down the ramps. And we'll demonstrate that in just a minute. The RZR is going to ship from the factory with the green straps compressing the front suspension and the white straps compressing the rear suspension. To get the RZR off of the bottom deck, this is only the bottom deck, you must loosen up or cut the rear white straps so that the suspension releases, so you don't bottom out the machine coming off the bottom deck. If you fail to do this, you will bottom out the machine coming out, and you will get stuck and cause damage to the undercarriage and the suspension parts of this RZR. So we're demonstrating right now how to unloosen it without cutting the straps, so it can be done each way. All right, guys, this is now the machine coming off with the rear suspension no longer compressed. And this is what has to happen for the machines to come out correctly without high centering and causing any further damage. For the A-frame, when you're putting the A-frame on the side of the trailer, you must lay the A-frames on their sides and not have them standing up, because if they're standing up, the decking will not come down with the beaver tail. So we're going to now change this, where you need to lay the boards down and the A-frame down on its side, inside the trailer.